the last time we were here, I managed to get one of these funny little bead drops off an imp. And I looked it up, and it's part of Imp Catcher. And I looked it up some more, and Imp Catcher is actually a very, very small quest, which was effectively go out, find where imps spawn, and kill a whole bunch of imps until you have all of these 4 beads. If you remember in my previous episode, I was on the hunt for a mind talisman so that I can do some rune crafting in order to be able to do some magic. Imps have a fairly good drop for mind talisman, but I was worried about killing imps because, well, it's hard to just find like an area that's just full of imps. That's normally not how they do. So, because I have to do this anyway, I am right outside Verok right now. I decided to spawn camp this little guy over here. There is like his brother or friend or whatever that tends to sometimes be passing along this line. I think at the moment he's like wandering off the wilderness, and if I leave through this door and just walk down a little bit, there's normally like another imp that walks close to here. So there's effectively what I'm saying is this location has 3 imps in close proximity. I ended up killing quite a lot of them because, well, I needed these beads anyway. So I thought I may as well try and look out on the mind talisman in here. And you know what? I did. So let me just quickly show you my stats, and I will duck out of the way. Yeah, so I've been busy. First of all, I've crafted enough of runes for myself. Then I've done magic training, as you can see. It went all the way up to the number that I need for our wonderful, wonderful dragon quest. My mind actually procced that, well, if it requires a specific level of magic, it probably will require a specific spell. And what is it, level 33? Well, it's telekinetic grab. What does it need? Law runes and air runes. So that is a problem because as a free-to-play player, I don't have an easy access to law runes. So I went back to Draenor Village. I had already shown that place to you guys before. And I started just farming wizards in there, like level 7 wizards, non-stop. So hence why 40 strength, 40 attack, and 40 defense now. Until I ended up with a small but meaningful collection of law runes, among other types of runes. On top of that, I now have a way to make fire, water, body, air, and mind runes because I have all of those talismans. And it was those wizards over at Draenor Village that provided me with water and fire talisman. I'm very thankful to them. Their deaths went to a good cause. So I now have a wider variety of ways to provide runes for myself. I'm very glad about that. Once I am a member, I will do my due diligence in order to get access to a law talisman, which would allow me to get access to runes a lot easier. I know that some people don't see rune crafting as a worthy profession because they're like, why would you do that? But guys, I started playing Ironman because I want to provide for myself. So that is precisely what I'm trying to do in here. And I'm glad. I am honestly glad. I feel like I'm in a very comfortable position now. So my next goal, past doing quests in this episode and the next, is to continue working towards a 68 smithing level, which would allow me to craft a full mithril set. After I record those 2 episodes, I will have like a month until I'm recording again. So hopefully I can chip away at it throughout that month, and I will be a lot closer to that, you know, when I'm when I'm recording in the next month, is effectively what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this has been a very, very long intro now. I am just going to take myself to the Wizard's Tower, and we can start Imp Catcher before we get to the main point of this video today. So, see you there. Welcome everybody back to the Wizard's Tower, where we're about to talk to Wizard Miss Gog. Give me a quest! Wow, I'm forward. Give me a quest what? Give me a quest, please? Well, seeing as you asked nicely, I could do with some help. That was such a weird way to start a conversation, just give me a quest. The wizard Greyzag next door decided he didn't like me, so he enlisted an army of hundreds of imps. These imps stole all sorts of my things. Most of these things I don't really care about, just eggs and balls of string and things. But they stole my 4 magical beads. There was a red one, a yellow one, a black one, and a white one. These imps have now spread all over the kingdom. Could you get my beads back for me? Yes, I can. Well, this is a surprising turn of events. What? Well, I just happened to have all of those beads on me. Oh no! They included, like, actual dialogue if you already do the quest before you come in to pick the quest. Oh, that's so cool! Oh, that's really thought out. Are you saying that you stole my beads all this time and I've been blaming these imps? No, not at all. I found them throughout my travels and presumed somebody would need them at some point. Bah, fine. Give them here and I'll check that they really are my beads before I give you your reward. You'll like it. It's an amulet of accuracy. You give 4 colored beads to Wizard Miss Gog. Oh, those are such giant balls! Hey! 1 quest point, 875 magic XP, and an amulet of accuracy. So, what does it do? It increases my aim, but like by how much though? Let me just... Attack bonus currently is range minus 26. So I assume if I equip this that will change. Range minus 22. So the amulet gives you 4 range. Okay. Like, I don't need it right now, but okay. That's perfectly fine, but... I was like super unhappy with you and kind of suspicious that you just like had all of that. And even like suspected you of thieving. That was so cool. Anyway, what I actually wanted to do today is a bit of a change of pace. So let me just show you the map. We're in the Wizard's Tower right now, and all the places that I visited, I've actually shown to you. So, we've been in Draenor Village, definitely. You remember me doing some quests in Remington. I've shown you where I was like fighting guards inside the Draenor Village. We have been over here at the Draenor Village Manor. Of course, we all remember Lumbridge. I've been to Varrock. And I've been to Falador, and my travels kinda end there. Like, this has been a very, very comfortable existence between Lumbridge, Falador, and Varrock. And mostly has just been for me Draenor Village, the Dwarven Mines inside of Falador, and Varrock. Like, those 3 locations had everything that I needed, and I didn't really need to navigate all that much outside of them. But even when it comes to the free-to-play world, I am missing parts of it. I haven't been to parts of it. And one of the biggest parts is right here. It's Alcarid. It's the desert! And if I say desert in Lithuanian, that's Dykuma. And whenever I would try and tell my friends that I'm going to the desert, in Lithuanian when we were all playing Runescape, the game would censor me for swearing. I think it didn't like come inside Dikuma, but primitive RuneScape censor, I couldn't have changed my foreign language for you. I am so sorry. It did really confuse me as a child though, because I didn't speak English almost at all, and I had no idea what it was so unhappy about. There are 2 entrances into the desert. Let's go to the first one, which is the gate. It's a paid gate, but we're just gonna talk with the soldiers, and then we're actually gonna take this one because obviously giant gap at the top is free. Because you know what? I fancy a change of pace. I fancy seeing places that I haven't seen before, and Prince Ali needs rescuing, so that is precisely what we're doing today. We are approaching a very special gate. A gate where environment changes. For past this gate, there is this wonderful, lush and rocky desert. Can I come through this gate? You must pay a toll of 10 gold coins to pass. No thank you, I'll walk around. Okay, suit yourself. I like that even they're aware that there is a second entrance over this. And yes, 10 gold coins is absolutely nothing, but I don't mind the walk because it's been forever since I've been here. I don't remember if I visited this location in RuneScape 3. So I don't remember if I've been to Al-Qarid in 2018. If I haven't, then I've been to Al-Qarid last about 20 years ago, maybe? So it's been a while. It's been a while. This has been such a journey for me to relearn and reacquaint myself with what is and was my childhood game. There are parts of it that are kind of disappointing for me, such as the fact that moderation right now can't really... Oh, excuse me? I've never had a frog before, so... Okay? Speak to the frog prince? Please help me. I was transformed into a frog by a well-meaning but sadly frog-obsessed old wizard. Only your touch can turn me back. Will you help me? Sure, I'll touch you. Thank you so much, Story Mirta. I must return to my fairy tale kingdom, but take this as a reward. You can exchange it at the Rock Clothes store for a costume. Oh, well that's really cute. Okay, I don't need to put it away in the bank right now, but what I mean is, considering that the game had such an aggressive word filter, Elite the leaflet dropper? Well, I'll leave this kid be for now. It's a bit disappointing that right now they seem to be struggling with moderating the chat. So the game does have its own quirks, it does have its own history, it does have its own age, which I haven't been here for and I have completely missed. But the fact that this game still exists, and the fact that I can explore it in much the same way that I did when I was a child, that in itself is a little bit of a gift. So it bears putting up with things that aren't so nice and the things that could be better. I don't know how much money this game is pulling. It is an old game right now. So I don't know what the developers can or cannot do with it, for I am not a developer. Therefore, you know what, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna be happy that it's still here and that I can undertake this journey for myself because it was something that I desired to do. Wizard Purston, well, she looks impressive. as impressive as a whole bunch of pixels in the distance can look. I'll really need to come back at the Varrock at the end of this episode, just so that I can actually see what the whole frog costume thing is about. It's also kind of interesting that they exchanged kiss for just touch. It was probably a lot more, you know, appropriate, though I don't know where exactly I touched that frog. Hopefully, somewhere good. Somewhere entirely PG. Now the question is the quest giver here, or is the quest giver upstairs? Chancellor Hassan, have you a quest for me? Greetings, I am Hassan, Chancellor to the Emir of Al-Kharid. Is there anything I can help you with? Well, we do currently have a very urgent issue we need to resolve, and I suppose you look like someone who knows how to get the job done. Are you definitely interested in helping? Yes, of course. You'll find our spy master, Osman, just outside the palace. Go to him and tell him I sent you. He will fill you in on the details of our problem. Alright, I'll get to it. Now, mind you, this quest requires combat level 20. I have more than double that. But just in case I brought food, and also let me just move it to somewhere where you can see. I also brought my helmet so that I'm not going into battle with an incomplete armor set. It's just that I don't like wearing my helmet because it obscures my character's face and then you can't see them emote quite as well. I thought that I swear I walked past an Osman while getting here. There you are! You were just obscured by a player, never mind. Osman, I was told by the Chancellor to come and speak to you. Apparently you have an issue that I can help with. That would be an apt description. However, I find you to be an interesting choice by the Chancellor. Why has he chosen to trust you with this task over one of our own? I just asked if you needed help, and he said yes. That man is far too trusting at a time when we must take extra care. However, if he has made his decision, I will not question it. Still, you should know that I will be keeping a close eye on you. Fair enough. So what is this issue? Prince Ali, heir to the Emir of Al-Kharid, has been taken. My spies have already discovered where he is being held, but we need someone to make the rescue. Well, I'm sure I can manage that. How do I go about rescuing him? The Prince Ali has been taken by a group of bandits led by the self-proclaimed Lady Kelly. They are holding him in the abandoned jail just east of Draenor Village. According to our information, Kelly is the only one able to freely move around the area. For you to get the prince out, you will need to disguise him as her. She will of course need dealing with first. Why can't I just go in and kill her and her bandits? I mean, that's a fair question. And endanger the life of Prince in the process? No. There will be no unnecessary risks. We need to do this with as little bloodshed as possible. Thank you for specifying that, game. I would have tried to brute force this because I was killing those guards for XP previously anyway. You make a fair point. Do you know what Callie looks like? She has blonde hair and wears pink clothes. My daughter Leela, one of my spies, is currently in Draenor Village keeping an eye on the jail. I'm sure she can help you with the specifics. Before you go, there is one more thing. You'll need a key to get Prince out of his cell. Kelly has the only one. You could steal it, but that seems like a risk we should avoid. But if she has the only copy and I can't just steal it, how do I get the key? If you bring me an imprint of the key along with a bronze bar, I can have a copy made for you. You should be able to make an imprint of the key using some soft clay. Of course, you'll need to find a way to get Kelly to show you the key without causing suspicion. I'm sure Leela can help you with that. Sounds like I should head on over to Draenor Village and see Leela then. Indeed. Do you have any further questions before you go? Do you know why they have taken the prince? No, but we have our theories. Care to share them? No, you're not yet proven yourself enough to be trusted with that information. Any further questions? Whereabouts in Draenor is Leela? She will be somewhere near the abandoned jail that the bandits are using. It's just east of the village. I have everything that I need to know. However, it is very unfortunate for me to be leaving this area into an area that I'm already familiar with. So let's just quickly pop by the desert place that we can't enter. This is the desert place that we can enter. That's a clothes store, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that it is. I just want to see. Oh. Oh, wow. She actually has some important armor pieces. I'm not gonna be purchasing it because I'm making it anyway. But if Mithril doesn't hold up, we now know where to find an adamantine skirt that I won't exactly need to make. So this is the place that we can't go through because we don't have members. But it is a pretty cool place, hence I would like you to see it. So this is the entrance to the proper desert area. And if I remember, that place actually has like a mechanic where your character drinks water and you're losing water over time, and if you don't have enough water on you, you're gonna start losing health points. That's how that thing works. What you come in dressed as also matters, because desert clothes relieve your heat a little bit, which definitely helps. And you get most of the supplies, if I remember correctly, from this person, but I can't even get any of them because I am not a member. And if you just need to take a look at what is gated off, this little slither of desert is what we have access to. And then this whole slither of desert is what we don't have access to. So there's gonna be a lot of fun exploring sometime in the future. Anyway, first of all, I'm gonna go back into Lumbridge, grab myself a bucket of water, go all the way up to Barbarian Outpost, I believe, grab myself one clay, mix water with clay in order to make myself soft clay, also take out a singular bar of bronze in order to have all of my tools prepared. So, see you in a little bit. I actually don't know why I thought that there was any clay in here. Anyway, plan B. Off to the Dwarven Mines we go. Look, Ma, I found clay. And we got it. And we have soft clay. And I don't need this bowl anymore. Off to Draenor Village! I have found Leela, though I think she wasn't even hiding. You must be Leela. Your father sent me to help rescue Prince Ali. Yes, he sent word ahead that you'll be coming. How did that word reach you like faster than I did? Did he like send a messenger that just went completely running? Or is there like some sort of conversational system, like ability to just throw mail through portals? I'm very interested in that. Are you aware of the plan? I need to obtain a copy of the key to Prince's cell, create a disguise for him, then make him look like Kelly, and then break him out of the jail. I would say that's a good summary. And now, do you have any questions for me about any part of the plan? Any ideas for the key? Kelly keeps it on her at all times, on a chain around her neck. If you can convince her to show it to you, you might be able to use some soft clay to make an imprint. That doesn't sound easy. My suggestion is that you pretend to be interested in joining her bandits. From there, you should be able to steer the conversation towards the key. Once you have the imprint, take it to my father along with a bronze bar. He'll then be able to make us a copy. Any ideas for the disguise? To make the prince look like Kelly, you'll need a blonde wig and a pink skirt. You also want some skin paste to hide the black eye he got when they captured him. Oof. There's an old sailor in the village who makes rope. Perhaps he could make you a wig. Don't forget to dye it once you have one. For the skin paste, there's a local witch who apparently is an expert in all sorts of potions. I'm sure she could make you some. I hear she also sells dye if you need some for the wig. Finally, there's the skirt. I imagine you could just buy one from any clothes store. The Salia's Fine Clothes in Varrock is probably the closest. Don't think so, I'll go and prepare. Let's start from the key and then let's talk with all the people here before I need to walk away and get me some money and other supplies because I don't have any gold to even... Oh, there's a bank, never mind. I can buy the dye right here. But first of all, I do need to find Keela, which is... Please stop attacking me, sirs. That is very rude. Which is the owner of this jail. So my assumption is that she would be somewhere close to it, maybe? Ahaha! Keela Kelly, there we go. Are you famous Lady Kelly? Leader of the toughest gang of bandits around? Yes, I am Kelly. You heard of me then. Heard of you? You're famous in Gillinmore. That's very kind of you to say. Reputations are not easily earned. I have managed to succeed where many fail. You must have trained a lot for this work. I have used the sword since I was a girl. My first kill was before I was even 6 years old. I shouldn't disturb someone as tough as you. Yes, I am very busy. Okay, that was the wrong place to go. I've heard rumors that you kill people. There's always someone ready to spread rumors. I hear all sorts of ridiculous things these days. And what's your latest plan then? Why do you want to know? Well, actually, I was hoping to join your group. Join us? Interesting. I suppose you do look the type. You'll of course need to properly prove yourself before we let you join us. However, what I can tell you is that we currently have a very valuable prisoner. If all goes well, he will make us very rich. Ah, I see! You must have been very skillful. To catch him? Oh, yes! We had to grab him without his bodyguards noticing. It was a stroke of genius, mostly my doing, of course. How do you know someone won't try to free him? There is no way to release him. The only key to his cell is on a chain around my neck, and the locksmith who made it died very suddenly. There isn't another key like this in the world. It would be very suspicious if I just asked her for the key. Could I see the key, please? Why? It will be something I can tell my grandchildren when you are even more famous than you are now. Well, I suppose there's no harm in letting you see it. After all, you have no hope of stealing it. Kelly shows you a small key on a strong-looking chain. Can I touch it for a moment, please? Well, only for a moment then. As you touch the key, you take an imprint of it using your soft clay. Oh, thank you so much. You're too kind. You're welcome. But run along now. I will need some time to consider your request to join us. Oh, I did not expect this to go like so smoothly. She was so incredibly trusting. But on the other hand, my character is like so great at like talking her up. Because like, Oh, when you're even more famous, I will be able to like tell my grandchildren that I touched like your key. That is like a very good thing to just like say and like really, you know, talk her up. Are you this rope salesman? You look like the rope salesman. I mean, the rope icon on the minimap looks a little bit like poop, but we'll take it as a rope. We'll take it as a rope. Why, hello there, lass. My friends call me Ned. I was a man of the sea, but it's past me now. Could I be making or selling you some rope? Could you make other things apart from rope? I'm sure I can. What are you thinking of? How about some sort of a wig? Well, that's an interesting thought. Yes, I think I could do something. Give me 3 balls of wool, and I might be able to do it. Great, I will get some. I think a wig would be useful. Oh boy. I don't know if you can tell from my skills. So, let me point at the offensive one. I haven't done any crafting yet. I do believe that there is a weaving bit in Lumbridge, and I can definitely shear some sheep, so it will be fine. I'm thinking that I might need a lot less food than what I actually brought, and I wanna take out some gold. Maybe 2,000 gold? 2,000 gold seems like a decent gold amount. I have also tried rushing smithing, by the way, which might have been not the best idea in order to get to being able to do mithril sooner. So I'm nearly at the end of my bar supplies. I've also tried doing some gold smithing in order to get my smithing level to 50 when I can start doing mithril. Gold takes a very long time to mine because there's limited spots and it takes a long time to refresh. So I kind of pivoted away from that. Anyway, currently I am preparing a stockpile of supplies, as you can see from my 400 coal and 98 iron, of replenishing some of my steel bars. I want to have like 200, and I will probably also up the amount of iron bars that we have a little bit as well. Anyway, I am very satisfied. I am gonna be mostly having a very chill time throughout the upcoming month because my focus is one and very singular, which is to just get to mithril armor. So all I will have to do is chill in the mines that are already very familiar to me. I entirely forgot where the witch lives. This is entirely on me because we have done a quest for her. There we go. There's Aggie. There's Aggie. We will want yellow dye from her and also paste. Rescuing Prince Ali is actually quite enjoyable right now. The game gave me all the tools that I need to solve the issue. Like, it's telling me exactly what I need, but it's also like giving me things to do. So I like it. What can I help you with? Can you make skin paste? Why, it's one of my most popular potions. Lots of people around here like to pretty their faces up a bit. I can make it for you if you get me what's needed. What do you need? Well, dearie, you need a base for the paste. That's a mix of ash, flour, and water. Then you need red berries to color it as you want. Bring me those 4 items and I will make you some. You sell dyes too, right? What can you make for me? I mostly just make what I find pretty. I sometimes make dye for clothes to brighten the place up. I don't like blame her, like she seems to have like a very good gig. Like I would like to be Aggie in my life. Just make things that I find pretty. Just like chill inside a village. That seems great. I can make red, yellow, and blue dyes. If you would like some, just bring me the appropriate ingredients. What do you need for a yellow dye? 2 onions and 5 points to you. Where do I get onions? There's some onions growing on a farm to the east of here, next to the sheep field. Thank you! Alrighty dokie. So, a long list of things that we need. I already forgot it. That's not a good start. And then in my quest log, I need wool for the wig. I remember that. I need 2 onions and 5 coins for a dye. I remember that. That is red berries. I'm gonna need red berries, ash, flour, and water. Okay. Okay, it's coming back to me. We can do this. I have a memory, I swear. So let's just burn some logs. Oh, okay. Wrong logs. I can't burn these ones. Don't mind me. Let's burn some regular logs. After all, I need is a bit of ash. So let's set that going. And I will wait until it finishes going. And we're probably gonna meet me when I'm gathering the rest of the things that I need. I did just finish getting the flour though, and guys, if you need to know something, this is where I trained my magic. It's like the most random place, but if you position yourself around here, you can actually be sniping with a singular spell quite a lot of like level 2 goblins, which made this go very, very fast, because I would just snipe, 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 and then eventually like run around and collect all of the loot, and then I would snipe, snipe, snipe again. I'm sure that this is not how you're supposed to train magic, but that is precisely how I trained magic. Now also, I remember at one point actually picking up some onions. I don't remember from where. It was like a field, and I was like, what if I need onions at some point? Are you onions? No, that's grain, right? That's... Hey, I found my onions. Do you... Oh, okay, so you climb through... You go through the gate in order to share... Yep, we did a quest in here, it's coming back to me. I will steal some onions from you, good sir. And then I will shear your sheep. And currently I am wearing my helmet for more inventory space. She said 2 onions, if I remember correctly. But I'm gonna pick up some more onions. I'm gonna deposit some of these into my bank later on for later use, so that we have plenty of onions and we don't need to come back for onions in here the whole time. The moment of truth. Do I know how to make wool out of... Well, how to make a wool ball out of the wool that I have? Yep, I do. So this is where you can find the spinny wheel for crafting, and that is a really small amount of crafting XP. Surely making yarns of wool is not how you level crafting? So if anyone remembers how you actually level crafting, do please tell me. I will be dropping off a bit of stuff so that I'm not carrying it around. And I think before we come back, we may as well go to the Sir in Al-Kharid and just like, I don't know, get a keymate or something? That seems like a reasonable thing to do, right? And I also need a bucket of water, which is very convenient because the chef guy is at the bottom floor here, so I can just use his sink. Hopefully this works as the water that the witch needs, and hopefully she's gonna give me back my bucket because I don't actually remember where I found the bucket. And this time I will actually pay the fee to just quickly pass into Alcarid, so that I don't need to spend the time walking around. Okay, it was Osman that makes the key, if I remember correctly, so hello? How are things doing in Trainer? I have an imprint of the key. You give Osman the imprint along with the bronze bar. I'll use this to have a copy of the key made. I'll send it to Leela once it is ready. So, okay. Well, we'll just have to speak with Leela again. Fair enough. Well, time to actually walk all the way back to Draenor Village. There's quite a lot of walking in this one, so it seems. I nearly forgot the pink skirt, but I think I am actually in the right... Yep, I am in the right location for a pink skirt. So let me just pick one of it up in Varrock, and we can actually proceed back to Draenor Village now. That being said, the only reason why I remembered is because I actually took the time to stand inside the desert and pose my character for a thumbnail. Which, this time, I'm gonna try not including myself into it. In my opinion, it makes it less interesting, but it might make more people to click on it. I don't know if you guys have any thumbnail preferences, so I'll see how this goes. I'll experiment with it, and I'll do a couple of episodes where I don't have myself in the thumbnail, and I'll see if that impacts these videos in a good way or a bad way. That being said, I am very boring with my picture composition, so all it ended up being is my zoomed in character and a lot of sand. Okay, time to do a long list of things and see if I missed anything. So let's start from Ned, and I would like you to make me a wig. Yes. I have them here. Please make me a wig. Okay, I'll have a go. Ned gives you a pretty good wig. Here you go. How's that for a quick effort? Not bad, I think. Thanks, Ned. There's more to you than meets the eye. I really wish that we had paid him. Because it's kinda... We kinda were like, hey, can you make me a wig? And this man didn't even ask me for money. He was just all okay, as long as you bring ingredients, I can make you a wig. And he made me a wig. So, please make me some... Oh, she made me two. Alright. That's fair. I wanted to have some extra onions, but instead I have some extra dye. Well, that's not a problem. What can I help you with? Can you make me a skin paste? Would you like me to mix some of you now? Yes, make me some skin paste. That should be simple. Hand the things to Aggie then. You hand it to her and she goes tourniquet, Vendarbomb, Tottenham, Marshmallow, Marble Arch. And she hands me back some skin paste. There you go, dearie. That will make you look good at the Varrock dances. I assume it's kind of like a foundation that she's making, a very primitive foundation. But there's also the issue that not everybody has the exact same skin color, so if she was trying to match mine, she has done a pretty piss poor job at it. But I'm not entirely sure that matches the prince either, but okay. Instead of having a face that's a tiny bit blue, he can have a face that's a tiny bit red tinted. Let me just drop off my extra ball of wool and a yellow dye. Honestly, next week, it's gonna be this week for me still, but next week, honeys, what I want to do, can I call you honeys? If not, please tell me, is I want to fill in the gaps between these quests. So the most gappy quests right now outside of Dragon Slayer is Goblin Diplomacy, Mishtalin Mystery, and Shield of Araf, because they're breaking up this nice little column of green with their yucky red, and I can't have that. So that is what I'm planning to be doing next week. And if I remember correctly, Goblin Diplomacy requires you to dye things, so that yellow dye will probably not go to waste. Anyway, I should actually speak to Leela. It's so nice that my inventory is emptying out again, now that I've done everything. Any ideas for the key? My father sent word that he's already having a copy made. He'll send it to me once it's done. Any ideas for the disguise? Okay, I think I got everything. What do I not have? Oh, blonde wig! There we go! I forgot to mix these up. That's a blonde wig! I do indeed have everything that I need now. Good work. Now, before breaking the prince out, you'll need to find a way to deal with his personal guard. He's talkative, so try to find a weakness. Remember, we don't want any unneeded violence. Alright, I'll go and have a chat with this guard. Before you go, my father sent this for you. Okay, so now I have the full set of tools that I need to break the prince out, but I also need to deal with this personal guard. Which one of them is this personal guard? Hello, Joey! Who are you guarding here? Can't say, it's all very secret. You should get out of here. I am not supposed to talk while on guard. Hey, chill out, I won't cause you trouble. Sorry, it's hard to relax when I'm on duty, stress of the job and all. So why do you do it? There's good money in it, and some of the shouting I rather like. Resistance is useless! So what do you buy with your great wages? Really, after working here, there's only time for a drink or three. All us guards go to the same pub and drink ourselves stupid. It's what I enjoy these days. I can't resist the sight of a really cold beer. Okay. Talking on duty can be punished by having your mouth stitched up. These are tough people, make no mistake. So he wants a really cold beer. I know of a place. Oh, okay, there's a pub in Falador. I was about to go all the way to Varrock for a pub. Actually, let's continue talking to him in case there's anything else that we need to know. Tell me about the life of a guard. Well, the hours are good, but most of these hours are a drag. Sometimes I wonder if I could have spent more time learning when I was a young boy. Maybe I wouldn't be here now, scared of Kelly. What did you want to be when you were a boy? Well, I loved to sit by the lake with my toes in the water. I'll shoot the fish with my bow and arrow. That's a strange hobby for a boy. It kept us from goblin hunting, which was what most boys did. Hang on, why do you ask? What do you want? I will... okay. I don't need to know anything else. I'm gonna go and try and buy several bits of drink. And I'll see if I can feed it to him, because that feels like the right solution, honestly. Well, this is a very bizarre location. I haven't found beer inside Falador's bar for some reason. but there's beer inside the party room. And he said 1 or 3, so I assume it's 3. This is such a bizarre place, as I don't actually know the function of it. Like, can someone tell me why a party room is even a thing, or what it's used for outside of Party Pete that can, like, do a little dance for you? Or, like, the lady upstairs that can sell you some beer, because this is a bit weird. I'm sure it has, like, some sort of purpose, but I assume it's not, like, a quest purpose, but, like, an actual, like, community event, maybe, purpose? So, anyone knows why that place is? I'm pretty sure that when I was playing as a kid, it already was here. I think. I just don't know why. Well, Joey, it is time for you to get drinking. Have some beer here? Fancy one? Ah, that would be lovely. Only one though, just to wet my throat. Of course, it must be tough being here without a drink. That was perfect. I can't thank you enough. Would you care for another beer, my friend? Rather not. I don't want to be drunk on duty. Here, just keep these for later. I hate to see a thirsty guard. I gave him 2. Fresh. That was just what I needed to stay on guard. No more beers. I don't want to get drunk. I'm pretty sure that he is a very drunk man now. Hello, friend. I'm just here to rescue Prince, if that's okay. That's a funny joke. You're lucky I'm sober. Go in peace, friend. Very sober, I see. You need to deal with Lady Kelly before freeing the prince. How do I do that? Hello again. What do you want? I was hoping we could talk more about your prisoner. Until you join us, I can say little. What I can tell you is that he's very valuable. If this all goes well, it makes us very rich. Okay. Maybe I should, like, try and talk with Leela? Fortunately, when I think about Leela, all I can think about is Lilo and Stitch. It's not very helpful. But that is neither here nor there. Can you, like, stop following me, please? Like, go home. Home, I said. Oof. Poor guy. Hello? Hello? How are things going with the guard? He's been dealt with. Great, I think that means we're ready. Go in and use some rope to tie Kelly up. Once she's dealt with, use the key to free the prince. Don't forget to give him his disguise so that guards outside don't spot him. Oh, so I need some rope. Well, but very conveniently, they placed a rope seller right here. So, 1 rope, please. Oh, well, that guy, like, asked, like, 20 coins for 1 rope. I suppose I don't feel that bad getting a free wig now. Maybe he upcharged me because I got a free wig off him. Or maybe rope prices are just really high in this place. I don't know, I feel like the pink skirt was cheaper than the rope. Let me just close the door because I don't want to deal with all of you. And of course, none of you know how to use a handle. You overpower Kelly, tie her up, and put her in a cupboard. I have a drunk guard in here. Hello, Prince Ali. I'm here to rescue you. Oh, thank goodness. What's your plan? Take this disguise. You can use it to get past the guards outside. Thank you, my friend. I must leave you now. But my father will pay well for this. Prince Ali puts on the disguise and uses it to escape. And there is no more Prince Ali in here now. I'm gonna assume that, yep, we're gonna talk with Chancellor Hassan again. Is it Counselor? Counselor? Council person? Or is it Chancellor? Keep on calling them Chancellors, but that might not be the correct term. English! Not my strongest suit. Though to be fair, I've lived in England for long enough that it should be. I just sound weird sometimes. But honestly, sounded weird in my original language too, so... yeah, shit happens, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna need the bronze key anymore, so I'm just gonna drop it after I finish this quest. And then if we ever need an... it is a standalone, right? Well... oh, no, Caridian 1. Well, in that case, I don't know. I'm gonna assume that it is a standalone. Well, it's not a standalone, but I'm gonna assume that I'm not gonna need this key again. Hopefully that's not a mistake. But anyway, let's go back to the counselor slash chancellor and actually finish this quest. And we're back at the sandy place that we got to experience very little of, but at the very least we managed to do this quest. Prince Ali is home safe. You have the eternal gratitude of the Emir for rescuing his son. Please take this payment as a thank you. 3 quest points, that's a lot, 700 coins. Free to use Al-Kharid toll gate. And that's it. I don't know, I think I wanted some XP. I like XP. But then again, it is quite nice that the last time when I walked in, they actually already didn't ask me for money to use the gate. So I was like, that's weird. But anyway, we can try that. I love how in Runescape, they add like a lot of these little details. Like if you do tiny quests, then how the environment treats you changes. And it's not like a big change, but like, I can use this gate for free. Can I come through this gate? You may pass for free. You are a friend of Al-Kharid. And there we have it, folks! I have free access to the sandy place. Unfortunately, majority of really important sandy place exploration will have to wait until I pay a large sum of money. Would be the best way of putting it. But I can explore a sliver amount of sandy place, and there is a mine of some sort, which I will need to investigate maybe more in depth, just to see if there's anything that's good there. My gut feeling says no. My gut feeling says that everything that I want is actually in the Dwarven Mine, but it is there. It is there if I ever fancy a change of scenery, I guess. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do tell me what you think about this camera placement. Is it good? Is it not good? Should I do something about it? It might take me a while to actually do something about it because, once again, I'm pre-recording these like a month in advance, pretty much. So, you know, change comes slowly, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, thank you for being here with me. Thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. I hope I'm gonna see you again next Friday, because I upload RuneScape videos on Fridays, and we have about 4 years of that remaining, at the very least. So I'm in here for the long haul. When we come back, I'll try and see how many of the tiny little gap closers I can fit into one video. My gut says probably 2, but I want to do 3. So we'll start from Shield of Arab, and I definitely will do Goblin Diplomacy no matter what, and then we'll see if we have time for Mishtalin Mystery or not. I want it, so we might find time for it regardless and just have a very long episode. So yeah, I hope I'm gonna see you for that, and toodaloo for now.